Hi, my name is Barry Crago, and I'm a social worker at the CRFM, the MFRC, the Military Family Resource Center. In this video, I'm going to talk about ways parents can help protect their children from stress. This is important right now because parents are more stressed during the pandemic. A study published November 17th in La Presse, Des parents plus stressés et des enfants plus anxieux, found that parents are more stressed during the pandemic, and their children, even those too young to understand what a pandemic is, were also exhibiting changes in their behavior. The good news: 3 out of 4 parents were happy that the confinement and school closures enabled them to spend more time with their children. The worries that preoccupied the parents in the study: fear that a child or family member will catch the virus, the fact of not being able to visit with close family relatives or close friends, fear of another school or daycare closure, difficulty in respecting quarantine and sanitary measures if a family member develops COVID, work-family balance, and families with low or precarious income faced urgent worries about money, food, and rent. Research has shown that episodes of poverty and residential instability trigger stress and depression. The study also highlights the impact of this stress on the families. Roughly a quarter to a third of parents found that their children were more irritable or cried more often. 3/4 of parents had difficulty limiting screen time, and half had difficulty promoting a physically active lifestyle. As parents, we try to deal with the stress of our lives and shelter our children from those stresses. However, sometimes we forget how much children pick up from us. In an article in the Harvard Business Review, September 7th, 2015, the authors Sean Acor and Michelle Guylan present research that shows that we communicate emotions through the activity of mirror neurons. What this means in practical terms is that someone who is stressed can have an immediate effect on the nervous system of people around them, causing the bystanders to show elevated levels of the stress hormone cortisol, the physical aspect of the human stress response. Research shows that the level of this secondhand stress is twice as high if the relationship of the bystander is very close. Let's get back to stress and children. The meaning of this research is that a parent who is stressed causes stress in their partner and their children just by being in physical proximity without even talking. So, we're looking at now the first and most important skill of parenting for protecting children from stress: learning to recognize our own stress so that we don't pass it on to our children. This first skill comes before all other interventions. It's like the safety drill in an airplane. You learn that you have to put your own mask on before you help your kids put theirs on. Children are more relaxed when their parents are relaxed. So how do we stay in a good mood? How do we deal with our own stress? We have to learn to recognize when we are having our own stress reaction. Raising our voice, being impatient, clenching our muscles. When you learn to recognize these signs, then you can practice reducing their intensity. It's very simple and down to earth. Practicing slow breathing helps and trains our body to relax. There are many sources for mindfulness breathing exercise, and mindfulness is in quotes. If you look up mindfulness you Google it, and you'll get these exercises. There are many sources for breathing exercises that help to reinforce calmness. Respi Relax is a free app you can download to your cell phone. It helps you set a rhythm for slow breathing. Second, Learning to exercise control over what we can control in our environment gives us a sense of security. As an example, in the pandemic, we control our social distancing using masks, even if we don't control everything. Knowing that we have done what we could, and that provides a sense of well-being. As parents, we will feel more confident, and our kids will copy our style. Third, reinforcing our bonds with each other provides a sense of security. Giving special attention to your children, to show unconditional love, makes everyone involved feel better and safer. Your kids will be able to talk to you much more freely when they truly believe that they are safe with you, no matter what they are feeling or how much they are afraid they have screwed up. Children won't share their feelings or talk freely if they are afraid they will be criticized. When the child feels safe, supported, and loved, he or she will feel supported in stressful situations, and they will be more able to exercise control. There are material reasons that cause stress: financial insecurity, family conflict, conflict at work, isolation, being subject to abuse, and so on. It is important to learn where to get support if your stress is being caused by elements in your life that are difficult to control or manage. In subsequent videos, I will give suggestions for ways to talk about COVID with your kids, ways to help kids understand their stress and to act to reduce it, and finally, ways to understand how to cope with feeling sad or hopeless. In conclusion, if you are feeling that your situation is worrying you, contact l'agent d'accueil psychosocial at the Military Families Resource Center, and we will call you back within 24 hours. Thank you, and I hope that this has been helpful.